Welcome back, people. You're
Yeah.
tuned in to Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for a beautiful conversation with Raymond Omukwe Okereke. He's popularly known as OTee.
Yes, he is. Nigerian-born UK artist. Now, he's best known for being a rapper, but he's quite a bit more than that. I even hear he's acted before. He's a songwriter as well. It's great to have you on the couch. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right.
For all my Igbo people, I just want to greet them first.
Oh, sure.
All right,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, do your thing.
I'm greeting you all. Otutu Oma, Ahambu, OTee.
Okay, so the camera's right there.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Sorry. So Ahambu OTee, aka ABA Finest, aka Fine Boy President. Where's the election?
Wow.
What an
Okay.
introduction.
And what a smile. Can you do that one more time?
Yeah.
Smile,
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
I didn't just want you to smile. I wanted to see what was going on there.
Oh, the grills.
Yeah.
They're
That's
quite
interesting.
captivating.
Thank you.
So how long have you had them on? Are they temporary, permanent?
No, they're not permanent. It's like grills. They're temporary. I put them on when I feel like. So,
Okay, all right.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So you need to talk to us about this new single of yours.
Yes. So my new single is On God, featuring Matusan. Yeah, he's a Nigerian rapper.
Okay.
He's also an artist. He draws and
Oh,
does other
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
Let's talk about the rap industry in Nigeria a little bit. Because, I mean, you've been doing this since you were 16. So you have sort of experienced, different transitions that the industry has experienced in Nigeria. And there's been a lot of evolution as well. Where do you see the rap industry now, or like where it used to be?
I mean, it's still going well. I think it's gone more bigger than before. You have artists like Black Bones doing big things. I think he recently did a track with Ludacris, which is an international collab. So rap is going well. I would just say that Afrobeats is kind of a step ahead. So all rappers, we just need to find a way to maybe we'll just meet with the Afro people.
What do you think you need to do, to make sure that happens?
More international collabs.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
And also to push the rap songs more. Because back in the days, I think when people like Dremo came, YC, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody want to do rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's all Afro and less rappers. So.
Okay.
So there's something about the music industry. It does tend to be seasonal, and that gives some people some sort of a little anxiety about where their future would be going if they decided to go into music. This is where I take you back now, because your parentage, it's an interesting parentage. You're from Abia State.
Yes.
So
Abia State.
that must have been interesting, presenting to your father that you wanted to...
Be a rapper.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Okay, so I think the way it happened was my popsy saw me doing like music. Yeah, so when I was young, other children would go home and be watching cartoon. Me, music channels.
Okay.
All of them. That's all I watched.
Okay.
I would sit down, write songs, rap. So I think he used to like peep in and he watch me. So after a while, I was like, okay, no wahala, this is not what you want to do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and
He's allowed you?
Yeah.
and also know that you and your dad, used to work together. Like he would help you with some of your songs, and your brother as well.
Yes.
Talk to us how that experience was for you.
I mean, at first, okay, I didn't tell him I wanted to do music, although he knew, because he was paying attention.
Yeah.
So when I came to him about it, he was full support, hands down. The first track that I recorded, he's the one that found the sound engineer. He took me to the studio himself and all that. So my brother was in full support. So that's just how it
All right, but it's a big investment. Music is a big investment.
Yes.
You need a lot of financial support as well.
Yes.
And if I know an average Nigerian parent, they're going to say, you know what, you have to go to school first.
Yeah.
You're studying in the UK now. What are you studying?
I'm studying digital marketing and advertising.
Interesting.
What's the interest?
Well, it has to do with music as well. So with that skill set, I can market myself, push myself, out there. And obviously, I want to do other things aside from music.
Like what?
Other businesses.
Like what?
Plenty, I don't know. When I get there.
Okay, let's talk about some of your inspirations in the music industry
Yeah.
in Nigeria. I mean, you've been doing this since you were a teenager. I'm sure you've had like a few people that you mirrored, you know, your craft after. Talk to us about some of them.
Okay, so growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Afro music because I was in Nigeria. Yeah, so I think I'll say Fino.
Interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
Fino, funny enough. Fino, Mr. Raw, M.I. So those were the people I was listening to. And then 50 Cent was the only international artist I was sort of listening to at that time. So,
Okay.
yeah, these artists.
But you probably took a few things from their work and infused in yours. What especially were you looking out for with theirs?
With each artist was different things I was picking from them.
Okay.
So M.I. is a lyricist, you know, he's very lyrical. Same with Mr. Raw. Fino is a bit of both worlds, you know. Yeah, so I was just taking things that I could learn that I could put into my music, image-wise, how they moved, what they did, stuff like that, and then implement that into my music.
Let's talk a bit about, because you mentioned Afrobeat like a couple of times, you know, and I can tell that you are, much as you're a rapper, it's also sort of influenced in your genre of, you know, the kind of music that you do. How has that influenced you as a person?
Afrobeats.
Yes.
The thing with Afrobeats is there's a lot of things you can learn from it. There are stories that are being told. You know, people's upbringing, how they started. There's a lot of lessons that you learn. It's not just the music, even doing that vibe and you go to dance and all that. There's messages in there. There's a lot to learn. So there's several songs that I've listened to that are life lessons you learn from there, and you can implement those into your life. Music is not just to dance and to enjoy. There's actual messages that all these artists they send. It's up to you to listen and.
All right, so I'm going to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
Because your latest single is called On God. What is the message in that one?
Okay, so at the time when I recorded On God, I was praying at the time. I had, there were some things I was kind of going through, school-wise, you know, the stress, all those kind of things. So, and out of the prayer that came On God, so I just sat down. There's a message that I need to put out there, something as well to talk to God about, and that's how On God came. So, pretty much.
You wrote that yourself, yes?
Yes.
All through?
All through, everything.
Nice, colorful video, actually. Where was that shot?
I was shot in Lagos.
Where?
Somewhere in Ikeja.
Okay,
The
okay.
actual area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in the UK for a while now studying. Have you got to also explore, you know, that the music industry over
In the
there?
UK.
Yeah.
Yes, I have, but my main interest is here. It's always been Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, I've never had interest with outside,
Okay.
like the UK. Although they have a very good thing going there, but Nigeria has always been my home, and this is where I want to do everything.
Explore.
Yeah.
Oh, great. On God, I mean, I can't wait to hear you know,
the song.
I mean, talking about lyrics, I mean, there was a conversation recently, I don't know if you saw the video of Spyro, you know, talking about the lyrics of his song and, you know, how, you know, he's being intentional with putting out clean lyrics. Is that something that, you know, you can also relate with? Because, I mean, you seem like a very spiritual person.
Yes. I mean, you need to be, okay, as an artist, you need to be careful what you put out. You know, because whatever message you put out can influence people. So you better put something that would inspire people in a positive light. So yes, I do look at my lyrics and things that I say, try not to, you know, go towards a negative side of things. So yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm hoping we can hear, like, maybe even if it's just 8 bars of your track. Can we hear that from you now? That's your camera right there. You want to give us a piece?
All right. I'm looking for the money where you day. ABA hustler, the issues in my veins. Rapping on the beat, DJ bring it back again.
Okay, all right. Not exactly 8, but but I'm just like, okay, so the thing is, it is all about the message, though. You connecting with your audience is also about the message. What sort of responses have you been getting from your fans?
When I showed the snippet of On God, a lot of people like it. So they're like, even with the collab, I think I did well with the collab as well. People liked the collab. The person I featured on the song.
Matosa.
Yeah, Matosan. So everything was a good blend.
Okay, let's talk about some of the collaborations. I mean, now you're in Lagos, and I know that the music industry, it's a bit stiff.
Yeah. It's a big competition.
It's a lot of competition, darling.
yeah.
How do you plan to navigate through that competition?
I think you need to start somewhere first.
Okay.
So it's to build your audience, your fan base, and not just blow like that immediately.
Yeah.
You have to start somewhere. You build a hard fan base and you go from there. So same thing with Ashake. He had to take him time. He built his fan base. Little by little, people knew him, and then soon enough, he did a song and boom. So you have to start somewhere. You don't just blow all of a sudden.
Yeah. I know that you have a record label.
Yes.
Right. And I mean, you own the record label. You're the artist on the record label.
Yes.
So as much as you're also managing the record label, you're also managing yourself
Managing
as an artist, right?
Well,
So,
my dad is also managing me.
Oh,
So I put
okay.
him in that position.
okay.
So anything that I'm doing, he's here. He's
Oh,
with me.
yes.
And my brother as well.
Ooh,
They always
okay.
follow me.
See, family support. You're so lucky. Oh, nice. Okay, now, yeah, so let's talk about how you want to sustain, because relevance is something.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of new artists have, also shared their fear with, just being one-hit wonders. How do you plan to, keep being relevant and, sustaining your craft in this very competitive industry?
Being versatile. Yeah, so instead of sticking to one style or, and doing it over and over again on repeat, you need to change, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All right, then.
to be versatile.
All right.
No
great.
pressure. It is a tough industry, but we are rooting for you.
Yes,
we are
we are.
definitely rooting for you.
Thank you.
We have to see that video for On God, and we're going to be wrapping it up after that. Let's see it.